we're going to get along fine then.
Okay, cool.
I was ready to throw hands preemptively.
No.
Those are my GOAT songs right there.
No, I like Sonic music. Sonic Colors is probably my favorite.
Okay.
Banger.
Fair enough.
We got Rooftop Run on small battlefield though, and those T-Jolts, I don't really know how Peach is going to deal with that other than movement. I think using the float could be helpful, but outside of that, it's going to be like the same issue that we saw in the Zomba set with MuteAce, just trying to find a way to approach, and that campier playstyle is going to work out for ShinyMark in this matchup, it seems like, so far.
Now, I want to say, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, despite the challenges we've talked about, I think these guys have played before, and MuteAce has historically always come out on top.
Okay. The down air does seem very helpful at the ledge, which we saw that in previous sets too, but I feel like especially against Pikachu, it's going to be a little bit harder for him to swing out of the corner. So that down air can shut down the quick attack to the ledge too. And if you find a down air into fair from Peach, that can kill Pikachu super early. So something to consider if you're ShinyMark, but also the quick attack towards center stage, it feels like Peach is not going to have the speed to be able to contest with that either. So you do have extra recovery options in that sense.
That dash attack, kind of risky for ShinyMark to get out of the corner, but was already willing to pull the trigger on that kind of option, which just shows the confidence of how MuteAce is going to be playing the neutral. I was talking about MuteAce historically having the number, but right now it looks like ShinyMark is got something on the line, has figured something out, maybe VOD reviewed, knows what's coming before MuteAce does.
Okay.
What you got?
2-0 in MuteAce's favor so far.
I live another day.
Yes. So they played at Patchwork, and then they also played at Main Stage, which was a very long time ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago then,
Yes.
right? So we'll see how things have developed for these players. ShinyMark has been putting in work lately.
Yeah.
So it's no surprise to see it maybe get a little more even, or even ShinyMark sided if MuteAce can't keep up with that.
Gets the extension off the platform too. That was so smart there from ShinyMark. I love the Nair trains, and then just being able to continue that up, getting 53% off of that string, and now back to this T-Jolt camping, and so you trying to find this turn up to get something started, trying to use these down airs too. It has to use the movement, and even the T-Jolt catching the float there from Peach too, so Mute has to be very careful and specific with the height in which he's trying to float at.
We also just saw something that I was talking about earlier with those quick attacks. If you're gonna just mash up B on MuteAce's face, he a little bit has to respect it. You see the single up Bs a lot, and MuteAce doesn't go very hard in for the punishes, because not only do you not have a lot of end lag, but it's the 50-50 of if you're gonna keep going.
For sure. Yeah, Mute just still really struggling to find this first stock so far. ShinyMark using the thunder through the stage too. Yeah, we saw that ShinyMark's very comfortable on battlefield and small battlefield, just going underneath the stage. Peach is not going to have the speed to be able to set up that ledge trap once again. So that is a great get out of jail for free card for ShinyMark, and still continuing to snowball this lead, 134, but getting out of the corner is going to be hard for him. And yeah, MuteAce definitely showcasing that there, but still has a very large mountain to climb right now.
Yeah, that was a great call out from MuteAce. Harder than it looks to find that. You really have to make a hard prediction on where he's going to throw that up B. But MuteAce finds it, he gets a stock, but he's down an entire additional stock already and messes up his combo. I think he was trying to do a pivot down tilt there. Unfortunate to drop that. And now he's got to do it all over again.
For sure. Yeah, the down air just not working. It's not beating out these T-Jolts. Now we're going to see a down throw into down air, and MuteAce just immediately dead there. ShinyMark with the 2-star to open up this set.
Wow. Okay, ShinyMark. He doesn't care about history. He's going to revise that history on us real quick.
Yeah.
We run it back. Meanwhile, MuteAce, he's got some soul searching to do. Let's start with the counter pick. Do we go to small battlefield? Okay, we at least change the music.
Banger alert as well. Right. I like this one. This one's on the playlist.
Okay. You got the Sonic playlist?
Isn't this the one where Peter Griffin's
Is it?
You know what I'm talking about?
I think I might be behind the times on that one.
Maybe I could be wrong, so I'm just going to shut up. But
Peter
chat, let me know if I'm right. He's I think he's roller skating or something.
Oh. I'll have to look that up later.
Alright, Right, getting started in this game too. Mute already has pushed ShinyMark to the ledge, but honestly, ShinyMark has shown in the previous sets that he's very comfortable there too. He doesn't mind sitting in the corner and using those T-jolts, but instead just choosing to go in here, instead getting those drag down nairs and continuing this string, 70% so far. And yeah, just ShinyMark very comfortable in shield too. We see that he's angling his shield there. You just saw it right there. Just being able to angle it up a little bit will make it easier to avoid getting poked by the down air from Peach. So just continuing to snowball this lead and getting a lot of percent on MuteAce.
The chat has confirmed your intuition.
Let's
this
go!
is from the roller skate
I'm
meme.
terminally online!
Okay, all right. A Twitter enjoyer. I like it. Man, ShinyMark, speaking of enjoying this lead right now, able to kind of control the pacing and the positioning of the stage at his will. MuteAce is just having to run to wherever ShinyMark decides to go.
Ooh, tries to go for the drag down there into the up air, but doesn't, or up smash, but doesn't find it. Now looking for dash attack out of the corner too. You can see that ShinyMark's kind of getting a little desperate for this kill. And this is a good opportunity for MuteAce to find his stock, but instead ShinyMark again with that dash attack, just really good burst option there for Pikachu. That's gonna put him ahead in this game too.
This is so tough. MuteAce struggling right now.
Oh.
All the things we talked about that we thought would be scary in this matchup are coming to fruition in real time. MuteAce, he gets that back air, but that's nowhere close to killing.
Yeah, this is rough for Mute, just trying to find Shiny at the ledge, but that's there. Okay, getting right behind her back while she's winding up.
It's unstaled. That goes a long way. Ooh.
Tries to go for the tomahawk there too, but ShinyMark is back at the ledge, disengaging, recognizing the higher percent and knowing that MuteAce is going to be very telegraphed with the way that he's going to land with that fair, just because it's kind of hard for Peach to approach in these moments, so feels very comfortable just hanging out there. But MuteAce just barely missing that back air.
Nice catch from ShinyMark, recognizing MuteAce is just content to float under those T-jolts, over those T-jolts, and approach very slowly. So ShinyMark, what does he do? Just throw out that uppy, quick attack all over him and get that opening. But MuteAce found a way out that time. And now Shiny needs to get back to the stage.
Okay, definitely flanking at the ledge there a little bit from ShinyMark. 86% on Peach though. And still just, okay, never mind. Just barely holding on to that stock for a little bit, but that Thunder, oh my gosh. Catching Mute just floating up in the air there, and still a lot of percent on MuteAce. Needs to find a nice string opener here with like a down tilt or a down air to get something started.
Oh,
Peach Bomber, the high recovery, I definitely agree with that. In the same way that we saw the down air from Rob, I feel like the down air for Pikachu is going to be really good for finding Peach recovering low. So I do like the mix in the mix up with the Peach Bomber.
Yeah, that Peach Bomber has a deceptive amount of range as well. ShinyMark might have thought that he was spaced out well enough, but in this case, MuteAce was able to find that opening, and that's what it took to get him back into this advantageous positioning. The problem is that he's not able to do a whole lot with it because ShinyMark still controls the neutral, even if you're holding center stage.
For sure. Right, and now again, just this high recovery. Love that there from MuteAce, using the float, recovering high, but now landing on top of Pikachu is really scary too. You can see that ShinyMark's looking for that grab, looking for the down throw into Thunder or the up throw, might even kill at this percent. But yeah, it seems like it's really hard for ShinyMark to find the hits when Mute is doing that float at that full hop range.
He wants this opening so badly, but ShinyMark's just not giving it to him. He's making himself look unbeatable right now. So impossible to punish these T-jolts with the way he's just spacing out. It doesn't even matter that he's cornering himself. He still feels like he's holding the advantage.
And it also feels like the dash attack is so good in those close quarters too, that even being trapped at the ledge, just using the dash attack out of the corner could cost MuteAce the stock. Yeah.
Finally, we get one of those tomahawks you were talking about earlier, but it's not enough to kill, not even close. It's just a little bit of a threat to say, hey, maybe shield slightly less.
Oh my gosh, this movement from MuteAce is so good. You can definitely tell that ShinyMark is looking for that kill, and so being able to play around that has definitely put him back in this game. Still sitting at 163, and ShinyMark can just not find this fatal kill, but that back air will certainly do it right in that top corner. But 122 at the ledge against Peach. This is still really scary for ShinyMark.
This game is currently on pace to go to time as well. 2 minutes on the clock, and MuteAce has to play slow. I feel like that's the only way for him to win, finding those tiny little openings accepting that he's going to get T-jolted every once in a while as long as those big combos can't come out from ShinyMark's side of the screen.
The movement from MuteAce has been insane, but also the ability to avoid the movement from ShinyMark has been just as crazy. So both of these two are playing amazingly, but Mute finally finding that nair. Now we got last stock here on game 2, and I feel like this is so like scary and nerve-wracking, even though it's only game 2. Like, these two have just been doing such a good job of dancing around each other. Oh my gosh, that was so smart there from MuteAce too. Oh, the drag down?
Okay, we're fine, but that was a little bit scary. ShinyMark pulling out some silly options here to try to scam out this game, maybe getting a bit nervous.
Yeah. For sure. No, I feel like we definitely saw that on the second stock. Just was getting nervous and throwing a lot of these kill options out and just not finding them. But
at this point, ShinyMark's up Bs and T-jolts, like, they're doing so little damage that as long as MuteAce gets in every now and then to get a hit off, 53 seconds by the way, he's able to keep it even.
Okay, down air, not going to kill off the top. I would be very surprised if it did, but it looked like it for a second. Back air going to send off stage again, then throwing the turnip up to stuff out that recovery. But ShinyMark, again, just very comfortable underneath the stage 2. Drag down! Okay, not going to go. Good DI there from MuteAce.
This is getting really hairy. It is crucial for MuteAce. If he wants to win this, he has to get a % lead right now. Otherwise, ShinyMark is just going to run away. He risks it all. He's still alive. 20 seconds. Oh, he's got to hold forward. He has no other options.
Oh, the Trump with the back air gonna take it. 12 seconds left on the clock. That was nerve-wracking, but ShinyMark gonna take that game 2. The movement from MuteAce just making him survive. That's like why that game was so long, is because ShinyMark could just not find MuteAce.
Wow, that is rough. MuteAce had everything figured out. He was solving the Rubik's Cube slowly but surely. But before he could get those last couple of rows, he ran out of time. Like, it's easy to say, oh, why'd he just run in there? But what was he gonna do? There were 20 seconds on the clock. He has to do something to get that deficit.
Peach has the damage output at the lower percents. Like, she's able to find those big combos then, but I feel like at those higher percents, she's just looking for like a stray aerial to find your stock at that point. She's not trying to get the % lead, so that's just a really hard situation for MuteAce. I feel like he was doing a really good job of avoiding getting hit, but just wasn't able to find hits on ShinyMark either, so.
And now we're back into probably what's going to be a lot of the same game plan from MuteAce. Figured out what was working, except he's gonna quick attack me, he's gonna T-jolt me. I'm just gonna eat that damage when it happens, and as long as I get my hits, I can keep pace.
Yeah, I think that Peach can probably kill a lot earlier too, so that's something to keep in mind. Like, even though Mute is getting to like 163, once you get like past 150, the extra T-jolts don't really matter that much, so just being able to find your stocks at like this 100% range is gonna be really helpful for MuteAce too. Okay, we're not seeing the down air at the ledge either, we're seeing this back air instead, which I really like that adaptation. I feel like the back air is sending ShinyMark off stage, and we just haven't really been able to use the down air to find Pikachu because of the smaller hitbox, but
the down airs.
The double down air, yeah, that's a lot of percent and scary too. That like noise of the spike is just kind of rattling.
Man, double dipping all day here. Don't tell the FDA about that one. Gonna get the business closed here at Warehouse Wars. But MuteAce, like we were talking about, not only keeping it even, but has actually got a slight lead now. Up throw's gonna kill soon.
Okay, Snipes with that turnip as well, but there's the drag down. Doesn't do anything with it though. Little delay there from ShinyMark, but the up throw still not gonna kill, even with the extra pummels too. Both of them at such high percent that just one stray aerial from Peach could definitely tie it up, but MuteAce just kind of trying to float his way out of the corner. It's not gonna matter though. That fair spaced perfectly there from ShinyMark, and that's gonna take the first stock of this game.
That is big for ShinyMark. Having that advantage, now this nickel and dime is very much in his advantage, because extra credit at this point, that 166, it could be 200, it doesn't really matter. But on MuteAce's side, it matters a whole lot.
Yeah, and I feel like ShinyMark is a lot more comfortable in that position because we saw him like flanking at the ledge a lot too, just using the T-Jolt camping, and it seems like it's really hard for Peach to find him, but that tomahawk, yeah, with that F throw, really good stuff there to MuteAce, and now tying up the stock, so ShinyMark's not going to be feeling nearly as comfortable with the camping game, and that's going to make it a lot easier for MuteAce to approach when Pikachu's just not chilling at the ledge the entire time.
Yeah, we talked about how big that was for ShinyMark to get the kill. Maybe even bigger for MuteAce to even it up, but ShinyMark, he wants it all. Going for a little drag down fair there as well to cap it off, which would have killed. But MuteAce finds a way around, but still, ShinyMark is holding this advantage. He's had enough.
Okay, yeah, this movement, again, from MuteAce, really good. Avoiding a lot of the hitboxes from ShinyMark. Just needs one opportunity to get some extra percent. 3 up airs, not finding the fair, though. But again, just falling out of the down air consistently. I guess it's just because Pikachu is so short. But, yeah, it's just not really working for MuteAce, which is unfortunate. It's, like, one of her best tools.
Yeah, it's really tough to be in those situations where you have a winning matchup, a losing matchup. You know, those things are pretty clear, but sometimes there are just those hard matchups, right?
Yeah.
The ones where, in theory, you win, let's say, or even if you lose, but you have to play differently than you're accustomed to. And it's like learning a whole number of characters. Oh, Stitch Face.
Okay,
just gets rid of it.
Yeah.
That was risky. I feel like if I'm MuteAce, I hold on to that one, make him sweat.
Yeah. Just
another one! Oh no, he threw it away again!
You weren't kidding about the double dipping.
Yeah, real. The FDA is going to be in here in any minute now.
Okay, turn him to the ledge instead now of the down air too. Maybe just trying to smack him off stage. There's another tomahawk with the F throw. Not going to kill yet, but still putting ShinyMark in a pretty bad position. Okay, there's the down air going to kill off the side. I mean, hey, if it's going to hit, make it kill. And another Stitch Bait.
There's
what
no
is
way.
Going on?
Someone run the math. What are the chances of 3 Stitch Faces that quickly?
I need Mute to go to the casino after this.
Yeah, real. Mute, I don't care if you win or lose this set. Go play some slots or something. I got some great news in your future.
Let's go gambling.
Oh, man. I need one of those where it's like guessing Pikachu quick attacks.
Yeah. 4 stitches. What? 4 stitches in the game, by the way.
MuteAce! I
didn't hit any of them, but it doesn't matter. Just a flex.
The game wants you to use the Stitch, MuteAce. It's a sign. What are you doing?
Okay, this is so good for MuteAce, though. Has a nice lead here. Oh, but that up air gonna take that the second stock there from MuteAce. Now we're on last stock for both players. 106 on Pikachu. Peach Bomber making it so MuteAce can recover high once again. But I feel like MuteAce has been making a lot of adaptations at the ledge, and it's paying off in this game 3 with these up airs.
Oh, someone check the switch. Something is going on right now. The game begging MuteAce to close this out, to get himself on the board, to stay alive in this tournament. This is loser's side. If he can't find this kill right now as ShinyMark is racking it up, that's going to be it.
Oh, ShinyMark trying to go for that ledge trump, but Mute immediately getting back on stage. This is still really scary. Uses the float to stall a little bit off stage too, but oh my gosh.
This is brutal right now.
ShinyMark just decided to not get hit.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this.
Stick to your commentary job.
Wow, okay. Okay, I see how it is. MuteAce keeps himself alive, finds that unstalled Nair, and able to kill across the stage. I'm going to go get a record deal.
Okay, just to be a hater.
And ShinyMark has got to get one more. This time, though, MuteAce isn't going to have 4 stitches to bail out.
That was insane.
He didn't hit a single one.
Girl, drop Peach. Play hero.
3,
Yeah, real.
1, go!
Okay, we reset. Right, this is that crucial, can you take a deep breath? Oh, well, maybe we don't need deep breaths. All right, MuteAce.
Ooh! Dropping the turnip too, 75% here from MuteAce to open up this game. These back airs with the float seem to be really good for him. Just catching ShinyMark trying to approach and use these aerials, especially that fair. If you can just float out of the range, we're gonna see a 0 to death. Please? No!
The curse was broken. Sometimes you just got to break the seal on it, and it's like, okay, now I can actually get my hits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I've definitely had that in bracket where, like, I can't touch this dude. Hit him once, boom, I blow him up.
We're so bad.
We've never been more bad. Let's see where we stay on that bell curve, though. Is ShinyMark back, or is it going to be over momentarily? MuteAce gets the stock, 74%. He may have gotten the download.
Yeah, that quick attack is something that we saw earlier, and we haven't really seen it a lot in this set, but MuteAce just ready for it there to find that stock too. It's going to be nice for like recovering, but I feel like if Mute is in a position where he's not hard committing to that downer at the ledge, then he will have that spacing with the float to find that punish super early.
Oh
my
spacing
gosh!
around it, but he wasn't able to confirm off of it. Great reaction from MuteAce, recognizing where he was. His cerebellum working overtime right now in this matchup.
I feel like Mute just put the pedal to the metal and is just like playing so much faster right now and kind of speeding ShinyMark, and it just seems really, really hard for ShinyMark to keep up with that because it's been such a rapid adaptation.
ShinyMark starting to swing back out, but he hasn't gotten this kill yet. I definitely agree. MuteAce has started holding a little bit more forward, a risky play. And I think a little bit of an accidental B-reverse there. Maybe a snapback moment for MuteAce. Either way, though, ShinyMark going to take that to the bank with the Skull Bash, close it out, even up the stocks. But MuteAce is not turning off the afterburners.
I love the shield angling from MuteAce as well, recognizing a lot of these aerials for Pikachu are hitting the top of his shield, so he's angling it up so he doesn't get shield poked as well. So really important, especially against a character like Pikachu that can get so much off of just one back air. Ooh, the spacing around the Peach Bomber too, recognizing that MuteAce is going for a lot of these high recoveries, so great adaptation there from ShinyMark. So now doing a good job of tying this up, but yeah, just one aerial from Peach can definitely take his stock right now.
When MuteAce is punishing quick attacks, you know you are in trouble. Another grab and another kill. 69%, nice amount of damage on this stock, but ShinyMark is going to need a little bit more if he wants to get himself back into this game.
Okay, these float back airs, once again, really good way to stuff out the approaches from ShinyMark. Unless he's using that T-Jolt, then it is not going to work in that situation.
Ooh.
But even just on the shield, Nair out of shield's a good option there for ShinyMark. Pikachu does have a pretty good out of shield inventory to work with, so something to consider when you're MuteAce. But I feel like a lot of the time MuteAce is just using that float in a way that is making it really easy to space the aerials on the shield, and we're not seeing a ton out of shield from ShinyMark to begin with.
Yeah, MuteAce is just bing chilling in that center stage, waiting for ShinyMark to try to come back in, and that's where he starts his scrapping, his opportunities, willing himself into control of this meta. We were talking about just how well ShinyMark was controlling the neutral before. That is completely turned around. Now it's MuteAce's game, and ShinyMark is just playing it.
Ooh, okay, ShinyMark finding the grab there instead of MuteAce. You could definitely see that patience from MuteAce for a second, just trying to wait out ShinyMark's options. With the get-up attack from Peach, just knocking ShinyMark away from the ledge, and now Pikachu with the turn-up. That's a little scary too.
Oh, it's gonna be another Stitch face, right? I'm just waiting for it. At this point, don't tell me the odds.
Just resetting the situation over and over again. That extra T-Jolt damage is not going to do much for ShinyMark, but the fair certainly will.
And that was a great example of why MuteAce was willing to just take the T-Jolt damage, right? That was a big change starting around the game 3 where he was like, okay, I'm just going to get hit by T-Jolts. That's fine. It's these up air bridges. This is the stuff you got to worry about.
Yeah, I mean, just like 3 separate interactions have tied up this game. Okay, there's some good damage too, but he definitely needs to seal this out as soon as possible if he wants to stay in this bracket. Only at 64%, but just a few extra interactions for Pikachu, and MuteAce will be at kill percent.
Yeah, the Nair, get off me. Good trade from MuteAce because it gives him that center stage. That's where he gets to play to his game plan. It's a little bit less scary. Those platforms aren't going to let him get up air bridged as much, and of course he has the ability to retreat away from those T-Jolts.
I love the patience from MuteAce, just hanging out on the platform. They're getting sent off stage, have to watch out for the down air too. Oh, and the ledge trumps, I feel like Mute has been picking his options pretty quickly off of the ledge, and so he's not getting ledge trump very often, but just one little wait could cost him the stock at this higher percent.
Oh, Shout out Skimmer, we footstool farming out here in 2024.
Love
Okay.
the cross up on that back air too, avoiding the punish out of shield with the nair from ShinyMark, but the mix up on the recovery.
He just goes
oh my
in
gosh!
for it.
That was so
Barely.
crazy.
He barely grabbed the stage. Those magnet
Oh, the drag down.
That might be it. There we
Yeah.
go. And ShinyMark, by the skin of his teeth, taking it game 4 over MuteAce.
Super impressed with the way that ShinyMark is handling those like last stock situations. Like he was a pretty decent percent on his last stock when Mute finally lost his second stock and just was able to chip away slowly over time to just get Mute eventually to a percent where Mute had to be a little bit more careful with the way that he was recovering from the ledge. And so, you know, just really good stuff there to ShinyMark for staying composed in those moments, to hitting those combos, the nair drag down, nair drag down like combo loops were crazy too. A lot of the edge guard sequences and just the way that he was interacting with MuteAce at the ledge, just really, really good stuff. So ShinyMark's going to move on into bracket. MuteAce unfortunately out, but still did a fantastic job, especially at such a stacked tournament like this. So always love to watch both of those players play. Sad to see MuteAce go as a personal fan, but still